welcome everybody out there in the YouTube and D&D land. Before we jump into the action, if you enjoy this content, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to support us a little bit further, you can go ahead and become a member here, and if you're interested in joining our community, you can go ahead and join us on our Patreon. Link to that is down in the description below. If you want to get in on any of these games, we are a pay-to-play community, and we have a wait list, but many of our games right now do not have anybody waiting to join them. So if you join the wait list, you can get an interview, and we'll make sure that that slot is suitable for you before you have to jump headfirst into all of this. But aside from all of that, let's get to it. Okay, Ridge, tell us what happened last time.
All right, so last session, according to the notes, because I have the worst memory, we did take a 2-day sail across the sea to the land in Avaloa. And I have to pull this back up again. Oh my god. Upon arriving, Spalding kind of just sprung away from us and met with his good friend, quote unquote, Ulrich Roadster, if I remember correctly, who then pointed him to the buffet that is currently at his place, meanwhile addressing us and acknowledging that Spalding's an idiot. Whereupon he led us towards his mansion, right? Is what it was described as.
Estate.
Estate.
Not
Okay.
quite big enough to be a mansion. It's just an estate.
Just an estate. And along the way revealed that he did in fact know a little bit of Thieves' Cant. Rather, didn't know it, but definitely like to use it, which Ridge and Dar did pick up on. Inside, we had some conversation after being shown the estate, and the party learned a little bit more about Ridge and Dar, but not too much. Much to Gray's dismay, it seems. Afterwards, everybody went and had some dinner. Unfortunately, Spalding was also there. And after some choice words and a little bit of sly information gathering, somebody seemed to annoy Ulrich. And afterwards, he excused himself, and everyone else sort of went to their own rooms, whereupon everybody kind of discussed that it might not be that safe there, and recommended that we all keep an eye out. Oh, and I'm sorry, and Flea went on an adventure of his own, and I believe found out some information which is escaping me. Heard some oh, go for it.
That somebody, and if you remember the name, that's up to you, was taken captive and is in prison. Raffi. And Raffi might be getting executed when you all leave.
Got it. Okay. That's what I was forgetting.
Odd. Yep.
And did I think I got everything?
Well, there was a very clear-cut threat given to any of you that understand Thieves' Cant.
Yes.
From Rose. But you all went to your rooms and attempted to sleep.
And we all went to the same room. And also, I have Talon keeping watch outside the building.
So, one thing you have to keep in mind is Talon does need to sleep too.
True. I mean,
so it can take a watch, but it can't watch all day, all night, all the time.
Okay.
People sometimes think familiars and companions don't require rest. They 100% do. So.
I mean, like, look at this thing right now. I mean.
Yeah, that's all they ever do. So, Ridge, during the first watch, went over to his room to wait, leaving all of you vulnerable and asleep within your own. Well, within Gray's room, I think it was, or Flea's room. I forget which one.
Well, he's
I think it was Gray's.
Yeah.
I thought there was a slot being taken up by Ridge and somebody else, and I think that's why he was going off to his own room for a little bit.
Who was somebody else?
That I don't remember. I told you I have the worst memory in the world. In either case, he would be keeping the ear out at the very least for their room, making sure nobody's no commotion goes on. You know, I'm assuming they're right next to each other, correct?
Across from each other.
Across from each other. So he'd actually probably have his door open in that case. He's just sitting in there, kind of, sort of reading a book with his door open and inviting.
Roll me a perception check.
I will roll you a perception check. There's too many
Water.
P's. There it is. Water is good. Don't know why that was at advantage.
17. Not a bad check. So, you listen carefully. During your watch, nothing seems to transpire during the. Who was second watch going to be?
Let's see. I mean, how many watches can I cover?
Are you an elf?
Yes.
Like a full-blooded elf?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, and I might be getting Saturday mixed up, sorry. But I'm pretty sure that we had you doing 2 watches, if I remember right.
Yeah.
You can do 2, yeah. So that would probably be 3, 4, so you don't have to trance 2 hours, up, trance 2 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So who was second, Gray or Flea?
I think I would have taken second then.
There we go.
And I'm still at disadvantage because of the card.
Yup, your day has not completed yet. 16.
Man.
During your watch, nothing seems to transpire. Dar, third, fourth, roll your perception.
Roll for me, please.
Yeah. 15. You don't really hear anything during the night. Flea, were you going to partner up on one of the watches?
Nope.
Okay, then.
He's just
Someday.
sleeping
Hey,
the
guys,
whole
we need to be
time.
really careful.
Totally in
Yes,
character.
I was hoping the players had not caught on this. Please never done a watch, and I don't think.
No, he hasn't.
Nah, not at all. Nope. Even with the vampires, you didn't take a watch.
He's like,
You dick. Not my fault. If anything goes bad, can't blame. Anyways. Morning rolls around. Each of you begins stretching. Waking up. Nothing seems to have happened during the entire evening's rest.
Seems that some of our fears were evidently unfounded.
I think we should try to find a way to stay here, though. I don't know.
Why is that? I don't believe Ridge had been filled in on that, right?
Nope.
No.
The only
Okay.
person who knows is Gray, nobody else.
Well, we can get ready. I'm not feeling too good, but Yeah, I'll go pack my stuff.
Well, I mean, to be honest, and I'm assuming we're still like in our rooms, nobody's really listening in.
With your perception, hard to tell, but maybe not.
Okay. We're in a private quarters is the thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If
So
somebody's
he would,
listening in or not, you don't know. But
He would the person I'm worried about would be easy to hear. Ridge will kind of just in a low voice say like, well, I mean, the job doesn't really matter to y'all, does it? It's just y'all were just using it as a means to an end. Is that correct?
You'd be correct.
So if y'all really, you don't have to go on the rushed orders of Spalding.
Well, I don't really want to make any enemies right now. We can come back some other time.
Fair enough.
You sure about that, Flea?
Yeah, I might think differently if my brother was here, but yeah, we can go.
Now, is the plan to go straight, like, from our rooms out to meet Spalding, or is there, like, breakfast being served?
I remember what I was going to do now.
breakfast will be getting served, but Spalding said he's going to be ready to leave, probably dead at 10 a.m. And all of you, because you're more disciplined in nature, somewhat, you're all awake easily by like 7:30, 8 a.m. Yeah?
I remember. I've forgotten what I was going to do.
Right, what are you going to do?
Would he ask Dar to go or not?
I mean, Dar's been super forthright, honest, earnest, useful.
Yeah.
I'll pull Dar aside. I was wondering if you could help me with like a secret special mission.
Dar raises an eyebrow. What kind of secret special mission?
I think we need to sneak outside and free all the horses from the stables.
Yeah,
Especially
Dar
the one that the big guy rides on.
Dar looks a little incredulously. Why?
It's not fair to the one he rides on. I mean, he's really big and it's kind of torture.
Okay.
So we'll. What floor? What floor? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
Dar agrees.
All right. And you're
What
on the
floor
second.
are we on? Second
Second.
floor. Okay.
Yes. You have a balcony window that is roughly about 40 feet to the ground. But there is a lattice, as I learned they are called. The crappy waste of space, pieces of wood that you can climb down.
Yep.
Lattice.
So, I will cast Pass Without Trace. And Dar and I will attempt to sneak out the window and head to the stables.
Alrighty. Now, of course, your two allies definitely noticed you two sneaking. It's easy enough for you to hide behind somebody in stealth, but not Dar.
Yeah.
So let me roll Dar's stealth check. 26.
Only
Go
okay.
ahead. Yep.
Right.
Oh, he's better than Kai at stealth.
Oh my god. That happened last time.
19? Oh. Well, luckily we do averages, so 26 and 19 brings you up to 23? Yeah, 23. So, the two of you go out the balcony, look around, wait for one of the groundskeepers to just walk on by before flinging yourselves over the balcony and quickly scurrying down the lattice, sticking close to the shrubbery line of bushes and different berry bushes that are out there as well that are directly next to the home, using that as your cover, kind of like rustling through them but stopping whenever you hear somebody else approaching and moving through them even further. As you walk around the perimeter of the building, you see on a diagonal from you, on the southwest side of the building, are the stables. It's an 90-foot open walk over. The only obstruction that all of you see, or the two of you see as of now, is a single fountain, which has a dolphin spitting water.
Do we see anyone else?
Roll me a perception check. Dar, would you participate in this as well?
Sure.
Okay. 9. 12. You hear soft snoring coming from inside of that building. Tim, apparently you're hot. Twitch chat. Not Twitch, YouTube chat.
It's a player from another campaign.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured it's only appropriate that I told you. Words of affirmation matter a lot to many of us. So, on a 12, you hear quieted snoring coming from inside of that stable. And around the back side of the building, you do hear what sounds like two soft masculine voices whispering to one another.
Around the back. Can I have Talon fly over and just pick a spot to see who it is?
It appears to be a bearded human in a maid dress and a servant in cook's gear back there talking.
I whisper to Flea. There's some weird individuals in back and describes them.
Lee, you've known a lot of people. That's not weird. I mean,
Yeah, they're probably just LARPing or role playing or something.
What's LARPing?
Live action role play. But he's actually, Flea's actually thinking of maybe a different.
I know what LARPing is. I know what LARPing is.
Flea's actually thinking about a different type of role play, but he does not explain.
Something else?
Yeah, they're just probably playing games. Little, like you do, different games, tag, hide and seek. Okay, let's. Maybe you can. I need someone to distract him.
I can have Talon get in the face and distract them.
Yeah, and I was thinking if someone could keep him talking and looking, then the other person could.
Do you want me to talk to them?
Yeah, if you're good at that, just come and chit chat. You seem like you've been good company and able to carry conversation so far, so that would be good.
Okay, Dari just walks down the path around to the back of the building.
you walk around the corner and the two servants stop and look over at you, and the one in the maid dress goes over. Oh, hi! How are you today?
Doing all right? Are you LARPers?
Excuse me? They immediately become flush.
Are you LARPers?
I have never been so and they storm off into the servants' quarters, and the other guy just you're a funny person.
Sorry, it's
Pats her on the shoulder.
confusing. What exactly is LARPing?
Oh, sweet child. Come here, walk with me. I'll explain it to you. And they walk around the other side of the building and start explaining to you what lewd LARPing is.
Why would you do that?
So back to Flea.
So while he's distracting them, I'm going to attempt to make it to. So the pathway between here and the shed, is it like grass? Is it what kind of terrain?
There's grass all the way up there, and it's not a shed, it's a whole stable. So like there's the outside area that is for like roaming. It has a couple of gates for like different sets of horses or other animals to be released and allowed to interact in. It's pretty big. Your estimate is that could probably support a good like 15.
Okay.
15 steeds.
I'm going to go ahead. Why not? I'm going to squirrel it. I'm going to go into a squirrel so that on my run over to the stables, it's just a squirrel. And then I'm going to get in there and try to any of the horses probably don't have their saddles on, I'm assuming, because it's...
No. Not the horse kept saddled. As you get in there, you see in one of the open stalls that has a tremendous amount of hay stacked up in there, appears to be a half-orc individual lying in the hay with their hat over their face, snoring very loud.
Okay. I will de-squirrel and go whisper to all the horses that when I open the door, they need to run as far away as they can.
You see the used to not be a pony horse looks at you. Did he sell me?
Well, he's going to do much worse. I'm setting you free. You must take the others with you, and all of you get away as far as you can.
Roll me either persuasion or animal handling. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, nat 20.
Hey. All of the horses like nod in unison. Yeah. We'll go over towards the gate, and then we'll stampede. And there's like 7 horses in here.
All right. I will attempt to open it up and let them out.
Sleight of hand check.
All right. 14.
Let me roll a sleeping person perception.
Yep.
-5 because sleeping. Yeah. You make very little noise as you are unlatching and opening all of them, and the horses gingerly prance out. Going back over to Dar. Yeah, and then at that point, you just got to clean everything up, right?
I still don't understand the purpose of all this.
Feels good. Less filling.
Dora just looks at him strangely.
Hey, man, you're the one who asked.
Well, thank you for informing me.
As you're talking with the guy, you see a horse, like, gingerly trying to sneak past you all. Yeah, no worries. Pat you on the shoulder. All right, I gotta go in and cook some food. This is the man cooking your food, Jar.
At least he did say clean up, so that's positive.
Yeah. That's always the last step. Clean up.
I assume you posted that in Discord?
Posted what?
Or no, Roll20. This is the guy who is whatever. No worries.
That's cooking our food. That's this chef that's cooking the food.
Well, no, he's not the chef. He's just the morning cook. The chef doesn't work all day long. That would be preposterous. So yeah, the horses all begin sneaking away. We roll a stealth check for them.
Does Pass Without Trace work on the horses?
It only works at the moment that you cast it. The moment somebody leaves range or enters range, it doesn't give them bonus. Remember, it is only a 2nd level spell. It's really good, but it's not. But yeah, one of the horses steps onto the laid walkway, and the other one tells them discreetly to walk on the grass. And they all learn walking on the grass is fire. So, Flea, job well done.
And then I will grab Dar and we head back in.
Alrighty. All the way back into the room.
Yep.
At this point, Gray and Ridge are both already done packing your things and getting ready. No problem. Yeah, Flea, I assume, are you climbing back through Gray's window, or are you going into your...
Yep. We'll go back the same way we came out.
Right. So, Gray, as you're done getting everything packed up, you see Flea and Dar climb over to your balcony and just walk past you.
I mean, I assume they had toilets in there, but...
Yeah, but true. Some people prefer going outside.
Flea's more of a naturalist.
Fair enough.
Gray, with your passive, you see 6 horses are currently trotting and, crawling over towards the front gates. They look way too well organized.
There's a specific look that Gray has for Forrest and Flea. He's wearing it right now. Just the...
He just gives a little shrug.
Well,
What they were
I'm
doing to that
hungry.
Cruel and unusual.
Yes, food sounds good. We should go downstairs for breakfast.
You all wander downstairs at the table where you see you are not the first people at the table. There's one other individual here, Roadster. Good morning, all of you. I hope you all had a very good night rest.
Morning. It's, I'd say so.
Good. I'm glad. Well, we have a large assortment of different styles of eggs, of course. Some freshly made bacon. We have grits, in case you're one of the more hardy folks. Don't worry, we still add a little bit of sugar. And, of course, your good morning... what are they called? Screwdrivers? Screwdrivers. Orange
I'll be a
juice and
little early for
champagne,
that.
right?
No.
Orange juice and vodka. Mimosa is the champagne.
Mimosa.
Mimosa. Yeah. Mimosa, not screwdriver. Yeah, he's not an alcoholic. He's fancy.
he just has brunch.
Yeah. See, rich people aren't alcoholics. That's the...
It's wine. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's like rednecks and beer. It ain't alcohol, it's beer.
It's just water with mouthwash.
Anyway, you're all welcome to join him at the table.
I'll grab a plate and join him.
As he seems to be enjoying some omelets that look to have like salsa or something inside of them. Looks really fancy and nice.
We're going to emulate that and hope that the salsa's spicy.
You order that from the cook that Dar knows all too well now.
This isn't even Kai.
Well, he knows. He just
What?
doesn't know him like that. You know, like he.
Yeah.
We all have those friends.
Kai went after that. He could give him a lot of stories about it, but Dar doesn't know anything.
True, true. So the cook comes in, smiles at you all. Your orders?
Grits, please.
Very well. Biscuits with it?
Of course.
Jam? Or are you a preservatives man?
I'm a weird fella. I actually like my biscuits plain.
Very well. Looks over at you, Gray.
I already did the omelet.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just didn't tell me. Okay, so you want that. Understood. I already made up my mind. I want the omelet. Like, you're
Just
that
sending
person at
it.
IHOP.
Yeah. I'm the person that knows what I want the moment I sit down.
Yeah. You see somebody else getting served it, you're like, that. They'll look over at you, Dar. And for you?
Grits? Dar doesn't know what grit is, but I'll try that.
You like biscuits?
Sure, thank you.
You want jam or preservative?
Damn. Dar remembers the conversation and thinks for a second. I'll have
Not want jam anymore.
No. No.
How's
Of
the
all
fun part?
people to learn that from.
I'll get you a few preservatives then. And for you, looks over at you, Flea.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that he and Miss Gray are doing. Omelet.
Very well. Spicy or non-spicy?
Spicy's fine.
Very well. And he heads back into the kitchen. At this point, you all hear from outside, "Eh," as there's now like 4 sheep that have also been helped to escape.
Animals. Or what was that?
Like fucking Madagascar. Just everybody.
What's going on out there?
I was gonna ask you. I see that. Do you eat that very often, or is that like a regular thing? I've never had one of these before, and I noticed that you were having it, and I see that you're a person of the world. I just wanted to
Roll
know
me
more
a
about these.
deception. Hey, look, I'm a
Alright.
distraction.
Yeah. And we will use our game advantage on this. 17.
You still needed it, though I rolled a natural 1. Well, yes, you see, after squinting at you for a few moments. Oh, wait, halfling.
Oh, yes.
So forgot halflings get to reroll 1s. They're so good. So yeah, he squints at you for a moment, Flea, and you give an instinctual swallow. Yes, well, the omelet is a very delicate meal to be able to craft perfect. It's one that the chef needs to take a tremendous amount of time learning the exact heats of their stove, as well as the temperature of the eggs that they're using as well, which as soon as you get all of the combination of knowledge, timing, heat down, it is a incredibly soft and delicious thing to enjoy.
Yes, I see. Do you have to Never mind. I was gonna make him break the egg omelet joke, but decided not to.
Yeah, you have to do you have many different types of omelets as well. If you want to have an omelet that's indicative of the Western world, they have the Western omelet, which has an assortment of different cheeses, cubes of ham, cut it into tiny cubes, as well as particular different seasonings like basil stuff put onto it like that. And then you could always have the rice omelets, which I am a particular fan of. It's actually a recipe that your companion Gray should be a little familiar with. Rice omelets aren't usually served as folded omelets. They're usually cooked
Egg on top,
just
and
barely enough to be put on top of rice. Yeah.
And then you open it
that
up and it
sounds-
just.
Yep. They're good.
I really need to remind myself to eat before these sessions.
Oh yeah, you do. I'm a foodie. I love food. It's so
Yes.
I have pizza rolls right here, but I don't like eating on camera.
yeah, you'll have to turn off your camera and mute yourself if you eat.
Yeah.
Well, and for banquets, we would use an ostrich egg.
Interesting.
That sounds like something I should definitely look into. And at this point, you see that now there's a couple of like pigs marching out as well.
There's just a random ostrich that just goes by.
No, he's not rich enough to own an ostrich. He
It's a
knows
rental.
Yeah. You have to pay someone to be your guest and visit you with their ostrich that is about to lay an egg. You get an ostrich egg. They're so rare. And then the one that I went with in this occasion, however, is actually one that I learned from a Valera diplomat who I had a little bit of time with. I spent a little bit of time over on their small island, and they introduced me to their fantastic assortments of different spices, peppers, and ways of cooking things. Dicing them thin enough that you still get the texture of the food, but still, how do I put this? Potent enough that you get all of the flavors from it as well, which is why I really appreciate this.
Oh, interesting.
call-
Yes.
Call it a salsa.
Salsa.
Very
Interesting.
and he goes back to eating it. And around this time, your food is all being brought out to all four of you, because omelets don't take that long to make. Neither do grits, especially when they already have the giant fucking thing of it. Dar, grits is gruel. You know gruel, it's grits.
Yeah, Dora's happy.
Tastes like home. Ridge also kind of tastes like home, so like. But the other two are brought out these fat steaming omelets that have assortments of really large bits of peppers, onions, what looks like cilantro sliced up in there as well. And around the edge of the plate appears to be this like reddish, tomato red looking paste that looks smooth and widespread across it, and then made with a W across it as well.
This smells wonderful.
Yes. Bon appetit.
As you say that, one of the cows in the background. What is going on out there? And he like stands up from the table and starts heading out to the front door.
If he can't see me, can I get a silence on the Oh, he's gonna be looking, so never mind. And I don't.
Yeah,
have
he's
blind
literally
deafness.
paying attention.
Damn it!
And also, your sleight of hand is not good enough. He's very
Yeah.
perceptive, you've all found out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, and I don't have blindness deafness prepared, and he wouldn't know that anyway. So
This is the first NPC you guys have interacted with who's maybe not the feet-wise, but observant. He watches things.
So we can't get away with bullshit. Got it.
Sometimes, but you have to be really good at it. Like when Flea just tried to lie to him. He rolled poorly twice.
Well, this is pretty
So, yeah.
good. Dar, how's your grits?
Gar looks at Midbite and smiles.
Wow,
Good to
that's
have
the
you
first
here.
time you've seen him smile.
If I may, Ulrich. Should I call you Ulrich or Roadster?
What the fuck is happening?
That was
He's now
slightly
in the
my way
foyer
of trying to
looking
distract him.
outside. Well,
I
he was
will
already going
go
over there.
Look to see.
You
They're
walk over to
eating.
him. You walk over to him, Flea, and you see all of the barn animals are currently, like, at the front gates trying to, like, break through the line of patrolling guards that they have here. And you see one horse is, like, trying to lead them all, and the other horses are nowhere to be seen. What the hell is this?
Fascinating. I've never seen anything that looks like this before.
Sir, we have a problem. The stables seem to have been released, and somehow all of the animals work together in freeing the farm animals.
I've given to their demands personally.
Does
He
Dar
glares
see this?
over at you. Dar? Oh yeah, if you go over there, you could, like, bring your bowl with you and eat while walking. Like, that's fine.
That's what Rich is doing.
Yeah. Yeah, he walks along, eating as well, just watching intently.
The guards are having a difficult time rounding up all of the animals, especially the cow that's... And if you've ever seen a cow run, they can actually move kind of fast. They're scary. Those things will kill
They're
you.
heavy.
Oh, yeah.
They
Never
don't
cow
stop
tip.
when you tell them to stop.
I imagine the Talon would try to join in the jailbreak, messing with the guards. Not that it's because of Dar.
Alan drops the 4 latches that were on the pens to the farm animals on the ground and flies off. The horses ask Talon for help. Talon obliged. The horses don't have that good of dexterity. Talon does.
Talon is chaotic, I would say.
Yep. I made him chaotic neutral.
You have what? And Gray's
Round.
just like, ooh, what is going on here?
Round up all the damn horses. We need to get Spaulding out of here as soon as possible. Jeez.
Is the horse that's leading them? That's Spaulding's horse, isn't it?
No, it's just one of the other horses that took the initiative. All the other 6
Okay.
horses were gone, including Spaulding's not a pony.
Do you think you could get them to do this? This is just really interesting. Anyway, I guess I should go back and eat. How are they going to get all the animals back?
We have a couple of hunters in the local area. They should be able to gather them up, and luckily all of these animals were domesticated, and if the stupid farm animals don't tighten their things together, we're gonna eat them. One of the pigs looks over and then keeps going.
You said they're sheep, right?
There's sheep, there's pigs, there's cow. A single cow,
Excellent.
only one cow.
Oh, I can't wait for them to. If you ever heard a sheep, they don't say. Meh. Most of the time, they just go. Bah.
Yeah, they scream.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. God, that's a mess. You said you have people to handle that, though?
Yeah, we have a bunch of people who should be able to. Shakes his head and goes back inside. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, let's start making accommodations just in case it takes longer than a couple of hours. Come on, people, go. And a couple of the other servants take off after it. I am so sorry for this. We usually don't have this level of tomfoolery.
Oh, it's fine. I'd offer to help, but animals don't take a liking to me.
That's fair.
Well, we do appreciate your generosity in letting us stay. If it comes to that.
Yeah, would you like us to try to help you round up the animals, or?
Well, I mean, that's up to you. Are you trying to make yourselves worthwhile to, scolding?
Well, I
Now
just
you can
was thinking
hear
this-
is singing while presumably bathing.
I was just, I don't know. I was just trying to be friendly and think of something to do, but I guess our breakfast is getting cold. Should we go back to breakfast?
You all have fun. Go ahead and eat. I'm gonna go make a few contacts. And he grabs a hat, grabs a cane, and walks outside.
Before he goes, Rachel kind of like, a word if you could. If you wouldn't mind, at some point during the day, I would love to talk business with you. Just about the accommodations you were talking about earlier. That you were gonna help us with. I would love to discuss that with you in more detail. Which is the scant for. He's actually trying to talk about the accommodations he was talking about the previous night with the jobs that he can give out. Yeah.
Well, if all of you aren't going to be leaving in too short of notice by the time we get all of these damn animals back. And then he walked out.
Fair enough.
On the way back to eat, Dar leans over Flea and quietly asks, why did we want to get them if you let them go in the first place? Of course, he's not here, so.
Yeah, Flea just went for
IO break. But yeah. The four
Sorry,
of you
Jason,
are
say
left.
that one more time.
Why do you want to catch them if you let them go in the first place?
Oh, I didn't say I wanted to get. No, he's already left, right?
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah.
I didn't say I wanted to necessarily catch them. I was just asking if you wanted us to help. There's a difference there.
Flying help the animals.
Yeah.
Seems deceitful to me, but
No, it's not. I mean, I was just curious, as I'm a very curious person, and I just wanted to know if he wanted us to help. I prefer helping the animals, and it's kind of like, well, you probably don't. Do you know of any kid stories with bad guys in it?
no.
Well, sometimes there's some not very nice people in the world that don't treat others nice, and sometimes you have people that don't treat animals very nice. And so sometimes it's good just to help other people. We'll continue to talk later.
Darius gives a look and returns to his gruel, which seems to be never ending.
Well, it'll end when you stop ordering more. Cool. So, at this point, you've all finished your meals. Is there anything else you would all like to do?
It's a great question, actually.
I think. Let's see. roadster is busy, so I think that we would take a minute to try and find the servants the other day from yesterday, from the day before. Flea. Wait, you stepped away for a second.
And the cupboard where Gray heard the noise.
What? Oh.
The,
I want to check the cupboard and look for the peeps.
Yep.
Okay. So you all bring your plates and bowls back into the kitchen. Flea, it was a little spicy for you. Gray, it was a good spicy for you. But yeah, you bring it back in, and the cook looks over and goes, did you all enjoy it?
Yes, it was very good.
Yes, it was.
All of you have such nice manners. I mean, bringing me back plates like that, that's so kind of you. Takes them and puts them over into a barrel for washing. All done? Hey, did you guys want me to pack you up something for your road trip?
That would be great.
Yeah,
May
what are
not
you guys
be
into?
leaving quite yet.
Oh, really?
Horses are gone.
Right.
Well, I think Dar's into things that get a little sticky. I just like sandwiches or something that we can take. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know.
Oh, we have an assortment of different jams. And he goes over towards that cabinet that you all heard the noise from the other night, unlocks it, and opens it, and it seems to be a large closet filled with different jams and preserves.
Is it a very deep closet?
Not terribly, no.
Anything...
It's one of those, like, you could step in and rotate from side to side as a normal-sized person, but you're not getting much deeper into that.
Okay.
All right.
Anything suspicious looking about the inside, or it just looks kind of...
Roll me a perception. But he goes in and goes, all right, what are we looking for?
I was actually going to ask, is there any, like, broken glass or, like, anything spilled?
Roll me a perception check.
Just it.
Ooh.
What we're really asking is the floor sticky? No, I'm kidding.
It is slightly sticky. And you see the left-handed shelf that is inside of the area. There appears to be scuff marks on the floor where it is. And as you all like look in there, as he's looking around, you look behind that shelf, which is like flush with the wall itself, and you can almost feel a draft. Both. But yeah, we have apricots, we have mangoes, we have melons, a bunch of different melons. Did you know you can make melons into preservatives? Oh, I found this fantastic recipe. It just takes a lot more sugar, so it's really good, though. We have grape, of course. We have pumpkin. What are you looking for?
The apricot sounds wonderful.
Yeah? Some apricot sandwiches, and what would you like to go with that?
Do you happen to have, like, almond butter, or...
I think I do. And he steps out of the closet and, like, heads over towards one of the other shelves, where he has to unlock it again to open it. With his back over to the other one that you guys were just in.
Shit, I don't have whole person prepared. Damn it.
While he has his back turned, can I, am I close enough that I can actually reach out and kind of mess with the shelf a little bit, or am I a little bit far away that it might be tricky to enter?
roll me a stealth check. Let's find out.
21.
You get right up over there, no issue.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to like slightly get in the jar, maybe big enough for a mouse.
And take the jar?
No, get it a jar. Get
Open
the
it.
space. Like try to open it a little bit.
Oh.
So that if something,
I know that was a
small
very
mouse
poor choice
size
of
wanted to-
words.
Yeah.
In a room full of jars.
I want to open the jar.
When is a door not a door? When it's
it's
a jar.
Jar. I hate it.
I have a
thanks.
character made door ajar. But yeah.
Dora jar.
It's like cousin to Dora the Explorer. I mean,
Anywho. So, roll me a sleight of hand check to scoot one open.
Here we go.
22. Twist, 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 twist. He gets into that other cabinet, like leans down and, you said almond butter?
yeah. Do you mind if I help you look?
I mean, sure. It's not really labeled. I just have to estimate back when we made it. It's ready by now. Here, tell me if this... He like grabs one and reaches it up. Tell me if this smells like, almonds to you. Yep. It does smell like almonds.
This smells right.
Oh, great. We have it then. Stands back up. All right, so we got this one, and he goes over to the primary island, places it down, goes back over to your shelf. Oh, got to close it. My bad. Goes in there. Apricot, right there, takes it off the shelf, then begins closing the door.
All right. And I got the whatever the passage was to whatever was causing that draft. I was able to open it just enough for a mouse to get through,
No,
correct?
all right, when you said a jar, I meant a jar. Like, that was enough for you to push a jar that a mouse could fit into.
I meant if the shelf was pushed against it, can I push that to get it a jar?
You were trying to push
like I
the
said,
shelf.
I chose the wrong word.
Yes.
I actually didn't mean.
You push the shelf and nothing happens.
Damn it.
It's not
I
a
opened a
push
jar. No.
It's a pool shelf, thank you very much.
Do I see if there's any kind of like latch attached to it? Like any kind of lever?
With your perceptions, unfortunately not.
Damn.
What you noticed was what you noticed, because you're not like in there looking around, you're like offhandedly peeking and taking inquiries without looking suspicious. But he grabs the other one, closes the door, locks it, puts the key back into his pocket, and then goes over to the landing as well. So what are you thinking? White bread, wheat bread, brioche bread.
And like she's just like looking at the guys like, can only do this for so long. Yeah, that would be good. Do you have
Which one?
The brioche. But
Okay.
do you have cheese or anything cured like that?
Not for the sandwich, right? For the
No,
side?
this is just like also.
Well,
While he's doing that, oh dear Lord, I'm nervous. Okay, while he's doing that, Lee's gonna take a good berry and attempt to swap it for the key that's in the guy's pocket. We're gonna try a little pickpocketing.
Because they feel exactly the same.
okay. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
Here we go.
So
Nat 20, 31.
nice. as he like goes over towards a different cabinet, he opens it up and goes, "So we have blessed almond milk cheese, Dragorino, Hollerhocker, Grand U. Of course, we have a sharp cheese, a Black Betty cheese. We have Summer Snow. We also have Gulumis cheese and a Lancre Bleu.
The sharp.
Well, some sharp cheese? All right. I'll give you a few cubes of that as well. And he takes a large hunk of this cheese, brings it over, places it onto the table. Yaffley, you now have that key.
Cool. And yes, Rich, that's the song I was thinking of too.
Yeah, me too.
Bam-a-lam. Alrighty, well, I'll make you all up some sandwiches and cheese for your lunch today. All right?
Perfect. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. You're such a wonderful. Maybe we can all of us can get together for some coffee when you're off work. I mean, I don't want to disturb you while you work. What time do you get off?
Well, my shift ends around noon. That's when the other guy takes over for me. I always have the morning shift. He's more of a night owl, so he gets the day shift. He works longer, but I have to wake up early.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go out and grab a couple of cups or something, I'm around. I'm around.
All right.
Okay, if we're still here, I mean, with the horses and everything.
I do not mind having some great, open-minded conversation. Right, buddy? Points at you, Dar.
Sure.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, I think that is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break a little earlier because your shenanigans are making me have to reevaluate how I'm going to be running this. But we will be right back. in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you are interested in helping us a little bit further, you can become a member here on our channel where you get some awesome emotes. I think, Jessica, you have emotes. Go ahead and drop some of those if you want. And also, you can join us on our Patreon, where in doing so, you can, get on a waiting list for any of our games or just join our community and learn about the incredibly expansive and long-winded lore of this living universe that has been active for about 5 years now. But if you're interested in anything else, be sure to reach out to me. Let me know. Okay. Where last we left off, the party had awakened here inside of Avaloa, in the Roadster Estate. Yes. Upon waking up, you all discussed a little bit about, hey, are we going to stay here? But when anybody actually asked, like, specifics to Flea, he kind of just avoided that topic as to why. So you all did the next best thing, which was liberate all of the animals in the farm. Dar and Flea snuck down the lattice onto the estate and then went over to the stables to release all of the horses. Unbeknownst to all of them, Dar had to be a distraction towards a particularly kinky cook that you learned a lot from. Sorry. And, of course, afterwards, you all, the two of you went back into Gray's room, where everybody else was already ready, put together. Went downstairs to get a little bit of an omelet going for you. And, of course, well, Roadster seemed very confused as to why all of the animals were in his yard. And, well, you guys may have bought yourselves at least a couple of hours where you might be able to stay here and figure out why Flea wants to stay here so bad. Outside of all of that, you also snuck into the kitchen and, without the cook noticing, found out that there may be a secret passage inside of the preserve cabinet that has all of the jars of different, preservatives that they have. And Flea, luckily, sleight of handed, leaving a little good berry, but taking a key instead, after he was being such a nice, swell fella, offering to make you your own snacks on the road and, letting you choose what type of bread you want, as well as the style of sandwiches. He is, such a nice little cook, but you did ask him to go get some espresso later, and so, there's that. So anyways, players, you all have successfully ordered your lunches for the travel. What are you going to go do? This is the part where you talk.
I was about to say.
Gray, your mic's a little far away from your.
I think that we might need to, just have a quick chat about a few things. Does anyone want to just, head back up to the room for a minute?
Sure, we can go play some games. Have a
Yeah.
talk.
Sounds about right. I think, Flea, I have a few questions for you, actually.
Wait a minute, we aren't LARPing, are we?
Not this time, Dar.
This time.
Oh my.
Yep, there you go. I'm assuming we're back at the rooms now.
Sure. Boop, 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 boop. You're back in the room. You hear Spaulding all the way down the hallway. If you want to be my lover, cut the soap. Going about his business.
Before we get too far into that conversation, Gray will hear that and then just walk down the hallway and cast silence into the room.
Right on his door. One of
And
the
then come back.
servants sees you do that, notices, thank you, and just keeps going.
Actually, do you have a moment?
Oh, sure. Do you need linens?
No, just a quick question.
Now, you now notice that this very frilly, prissy maid outfit wearing person looks to be a fairly jacked masculine person with a beard.
You're roadsters, right? Or you're with Spalding?
I work for Roadster's estate. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, let's just step in here real quick. You got a second?
Oh. They carry their large basket of fresh linens over to your room, where as soon as you open the door, your other 3 allies are already in there. Dar, you recognize them, and they immediately turn red. I don't think I want to be at a party like this.
No, listen, no. It's about Roadster's shady shit.
Shady shit?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're all not LARPing?
No.
No.
And you see that they definitely seem hesitant towards Dar. So.
Listen. We learned that maybe some of the servants aren't exactly treated very well.
Oh, all of us at this estate are treated incredibly. Our pay rate is 3.5 times higher than any other diplomat within Comorta.
Yeah, I heard Rafi say the same thing. Any change in his expression?
Insight check.
I will also
their
inside check.
expression, please.
Or there, yeah.
I will also inside check. Can I guidance my inside check?
You are unaware that it was about to happen, so no.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit. Not very good.
They seem a little hesitant when you bring up that name, Lee, but Gray, you don't notice. If that'll be all, I think I...
Yeah, just real quick, speaking of Rafi, I have not seen Rafi around. Do you know where Rafi is?
Haven't the foggiest.
Can we insight that? I know, but
Do you need to? Roleplay can be enough. It's... Unless you want to play a character who is oblivious.
No,
I
just wanted to make sure that Gray caught on.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd like to visit with him at some point.
Roll me a persuasion, Gray.
With my
As you
negative curves.
wink with a missing eye.
You have a point.
Can't tell if it's a wink or a blink.
It's a 1.
It's absolutely a... Just...
Yeah.
This is why everyone should be a halfling.
Oh, that was
this
a natural.
Is a 2.
Oh, it wasn't. It was a 2. Oh, jeez.
I have a
Never
negative
mind.
charisma.
There's a reason she blinks instead of winks.
Yeah. So it just looks like she got shit in her eyes. You know,
Sorry, I
just...
can't help you.
Well,
If you know of anyone that can, let us know, because I know that everyone's treated well here, but just...
we'd like to check in on our friend.
Yeah.
Roll me a deception check now, Ray. With advantage, because please help.
Okay. 15.
Alright, that's not bad. They, take a couple steps closer towards you, all still holding the basket full of fresh linens. And when they move closer, those of you with a above 10 passive, they use lavender. they washed it. Nice. Good touch.
Mhm.
Are all of you, are all of you the escapees?
Well, I wouldn't call us escapees.
We'd
course
prefer
not.
to not say that.
Yeah. Just I heard that there was a large group that did escape. I didn't know that you were friends with Raffi. So sorry. The work release was very specific. Freedom and salary, paid in full, but can't break any of the rules.
And what rule was broken?
One of the urchin kids in town supposedly stole some bread from one of the more well-known vendors. And when the god was about to strike them, Raffi assaulted.
Sounds like him.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
Right. I mean, that's a part of the agreement. I mean, rather if the god deserves it or not, any form of resistance or malicious intent towards them, this is most of our last chances.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, has he been moved? We're, if you couldn't tell, stealthy lie. We'd like to say our last goodbyes.
I really can't be taking up more time for this. If I was heard talking about any of this, they might kill me.
They'd kill us
believe they-
too.
Well, if that's how you value your life, they're moving over towards the door. I would check
Thank
inside
you.
of one of the guards' backyards, then scurries off.
Close the door.
Flea, you think you can call on your badger friends again?
Flea, you think you could elaborate on why we're even asking?
Oh, well, he just told us. They just told us.
Thank you.
Apparently, Raffi was, some child was, being not too nicely handled by a guard, and Raffi defended them, and it appears that Raffi's been, being held somewhere, and
And how did you
the
come to know about
grapevine has
Raffi
it that
in general?
Raffi is going to be executed
When
as
we
soon as we leave.
As soon
Yeah,
as we
His
leave,
Grace
why
is-
would our leaving cause them to do so? So as long as we stay, he's all right.
It could be a
Huh?
public execution, making him an example for the rest.
Hmm,
You don't want to do that with guests here.
fair enough. I'm guessing this is why he wanted to stay around a little longer.
Yes.
It's a kind thing. Give a man last couple days.
We just need
Gav
to.
looks back and forth. Well, we haven't really been seeing anybody searching too hard for any escapees. One more might slip under the radar.
Mm,
Or under the fence.
Yes. Yep, radars don't exist. You're right.
Well,
No,
no, I
that's-
mean, I'm saying that because I'm like, I asked about the badgers.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that too.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Ridge Star. We can. Yes, Miss Gray. We can get the. Well, if we know where to go, the only place I know of where to look would be, the door that this key goes to, and I'll pull out the key.
And you all recognize the rabbit's foot at the end of the key.
I found it.
You found it.
Hmm Sometimes I find things like books for my brother.
Well, you finding that? What do we know what it leads to?
The where he was getting the sticky stuff, the preserves and the jellies and the gems.
You found that pretty recently.
Yeah, fairly recently. Not
He's
too long
giving you
ago.
a little smirk, by the way. He's like, "You little shit."
This kid knows what he's doing.
Well, that's a good thing to have, considering. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all noticed there's a bit of a draft in that little pantry. Could be
Yes,
could be a place where something's being hidden.
Yeah, it felt a little windy in there, so I think we should check it out.
But our kind friend over there just said guard's backyard.
Yeah.
Is there a guardhouse for this estate?
Unfortunately, none of you were given the tour of the town.
Hmm.
You were kind of briskly escorted here. And
Fair
you
enough.
didn't notice, like, a guard house. Just
Okay.
guard.
Well, anyone up for a walk?
Yes, I think that would be good, and we should do it post haste while he's gone.
If at all possible, could I ask y'all for for a favor with this? I'm all for doing a good deed, but despite what kind of a shadowy nature he might have, this Ulrich fellow, he has access to some assets that I might deem valuable. Being on his good side is in my favor at the moment. If we could do this in such a way that wouldn't turn him against us, I'd really appreciate it.
I can promise I'll try.
That'd be appreciated.
That's all I got.
Nothing nefarious, I assure you. Just he has access to information, and I need that information.
Yes.
Well,
I
if
agree.
anything, I can knock you out and just say we dragged you.
I can fake a sleep, but thanks.
I can fake a death.
They have
She
to
says
wake
with a
up for it to be
smile.
fake.
And it's
Well-
important to remember that half of Gray's face is just scarred and like, yeah, so like this is probably really, really fucking creepy.
I was born in the ditch.
Uh-huh.
Well, shall we?
Given that our horses have escaped once again, now kind of confirming, giving Flea another kind of smirk. He's like, let's go for a walk. Wait, we saw a roadster go towards the town, didn't we?
He walked out right past the gate. But unfortunately, from the doorstep, you can't really see anything else. So,
Okay.
You saw him leave the gates, and then that
Okay. So we know he's in town somewhere. And given... he'll even point out that given he's in town, he's got a good good pair of eyes on him. We wouldn't want him being around if we're doing some peeking.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking we go now. We don't know when he will be back.
Well, I mean, I think he's in the place where we're about to go.
We're just going for a walk.
But where though?
Yeah, I
He
guess
has the key to the basement. And,
That's fair.
Or to the trap door. And
Well, I was gonna go into town and try to find a guardhouse.
How far is the town from here? Like, is the estate like on the edge of town, or is it?
it's in the middle of town.
Oh.
Yeah, Avaloa is a fairly sizable region. You would estimate you being in the middle of town took you about 40 minutes from the docks to walk there, and from any stretch of where you are is probably like 40 to 50 minutes to go. So, if you walk around town, depending on your survival check, you may be walking for a few hours trying to find a sizable location.
Maybe we can just see if there's a way to get into that door downstairs before we go into town real quick.
Might be a
we
good
can
idea.
try.
If Roadster is in the estate, I'd rather be in the town, and vice versa.
You got
So,
it. Looks
how
like
do
we're
we
headed
wanna
back
go
to the
about it?
kitchen.
I will then quickly go ahead and connect everybody telepathically. Once I can, I'll send that over.
For a brief moment, you all hear static. Just
Oh, sometimes I swear people are more stupid than.
So we have this for 3 hours.
and you all hear that from Flea.
Hey, we're not reading your mind. It's specifically what you're sending out.
Well, no, doesn't it allow you to know their surface thoughts as well?
Double check. I don't. Never thought about that.
This week, send
It's like
receive
whispers.
message. Oh,
No
Can
action
speak
required, which
telepathically.
means if it's no action required, then that means you're just connected, which means surface thoughts and what you try to think will be expressed. So everybody, right now, what are your surface thoughts?
these
It's the same
sometimes
as
people
awakening.
are so stupid.
Hers is damn it, I wish that I had prepared hold person. Silence might work. I also may be able to come up behind the guy and pop and put him into fake death, and I mean that would be, and she's just it's like the whole
Yeah.
like, do I bury him afterward or do I let him be?
The only question I would ask is that since talking also doesn't require an action, would it actually work that way? Or because like, are we just always hearing each other's surface thoughts?
Yes, you will be hearing each other's surface thoughts. You can deliberately shield yourself, but they're unaware of how or what this is, so it
Okay.
just happened. So, Dar,
He
what are
would
your
know,
surface
so.
thoughts right now?
Jam.
Dar, you're muted, by the way.
He's thinking it must be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
Oh my.
He also might have just fallen asleep or something.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's...
It's fair.
So, you all leave your room, walk back downstairs where you see the cook is currently placing down a basket that has a nice little white, red, and a little bit of black sequence looking cloth side of it, and filling it with all of your sandwiches and a large section of cubed cheese that's been wrapped up to stay tight within it, and placing it down and putting a bottle of wine in there as well. Oh, hey! How's everyone doing?
Hello. I'm gonna think someone should tell the cook that I'm picturing the guy in the maid's outfits with the beard that they are looking for him.
Yeah, we just wanted to came down a lovely individual, bearding but wearing a frilly outfit, was looking for you, saying something about
Oh, Mikkel.
Mikkel. Yeah, that's right. Something about the yard being torn to tatters, and they were just so excited about a future picnic spot. It was very strange.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They said to come get you.
Do you need the gardener? Oh, they asked for me specifically?
They did ask for you specifically.
Deception check.
Deception check.
Oh, yep.
I was hoping.
They rolled a 17. You beat it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still have my
just
psychic
the
dice.
cook. He's just a cook, guys. He's not that.
Evidently not. He rolled a 17.
And he failed.
That's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah. I'll go check on them. And heads up the stairs. Oh, by the way, that's your basket. Just leave it there. I'm not done preparing it. We also have these really nice crackers I'm christening up right now. They'll be delicious. Heads up.
Perfect.
Thanks so much.
The second the door is closed behind him, silence on the area.
Gray, you were able to talk to Ulrich previously through a wall. Are you able to do the same thing with Mikhail?
Yes. And
I
all
want
this
to give them a heads up just to stall for a minute.
I will walk out of my silence.
I'm sorry. I was trying to say it first.
Oh yeah.
And then cast sending to Mikhail. We've
Okay.
sent the cook to your direction to give us time to get to our friend. So stall. There's something about a picnic. Do your best.
Oh, wait, no. Because you hear the real voice when you're sending. I am not going to be a co-conspirator with all of it. Oh my god, hi, how are you? Yes, oh yeah, a picnic. That'll be one. Yes, I actually needed your assistance with, and then their sending about ends.
Tempting to open the door.
Click. It opens, no problem. You all look inside at the 3 large shelves inside of this walk-in pantry.
Do I see any kind of latch or
Roll me an investigation check.
I will guidance.
Oh, thank you.
As you squat down to start looking closely, get a boop on the head, and you feel a threatening presence telling you do better. And you feel like you should.
What? It's a D4, right?
D4.
Yup.
D4. Oh dear God. Okay, and then if that still fails, I do have
It
my
does.
psychic dice if I need to. Okay. I'm rolling another D8.
So 19. As
19.
you are looking down around here, you do notice that the side of the shelf itself looks like it has a handle on it, like a grabbing handle, but no like latches or mechanism or anything like that.
Well, there's these scuffs, so it has to move. It moves. It looks like it would be moving out towards us, right? Not
Presumably.
sliding.
It isn't open, not a close.
Okay.
Or it is
Yikes.
a pull, not a push.
Pull, not a push or a slide. Okay.
Yeah.
Gray just reaches out. Yoinks.
As it slides out of the way, it seems to be attached to the wall itself, and the wall moves with it, where there is a very thin sliver in this back corner here that appears to have a set of stairs that go down. Very thin corridor. Aside from Flea, all of you will be forced to walk sideways.
I'm gonna shut the door as we go down, or as they go down. I'm gonna shut the door, not the pantry door, but I mean the door to the pantry that I unlocked, and I'm gonna lock it behind us, so that way.
Well, it only locks on the outside.
Okay, then that's fine. I'm still gonna shut it,
So
so it's not
it's
like
closed.
sitting open. And, okay, yeah, just make sure it's.
Closed, but the pantry has to stay open. There's no area for you
Yeah.
to hold on to pull it shut. So
Yeah.
even though the outside door is open, the secret door has to remain open until you.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, you might want to go ahead with your particular skills. Limited movement on our
Sure.
end.
So, what are you all doing? Just prancing?
Try to be
Sideways
quiet.
prancing.
I'm gonna use my game advantage, so it's a straight roll.
That was sleight
That
of
was a
hand.
sleight of
not stealth.
hand. I think I clicked too hard, and then it's. There we go.
Oh, hey, Dar's carrying you guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Ooh,
Gray and
great.
Dar is carrying you guys. Okay, now I actually have to calculate that.
Once again, if that fails, let me know so I can use another one of these.
So your ability does not affect long-term rolls. So you average 19. And not to mention, a group stealth check does not just fail. It succeeds
Group stealth
in
check, yeah, so
increments.
that wouldn't work.
And also
Okay.
for ability checks that take like multiple hours, you can't really use your psionic ability. It's an instantaneous
That's fair.
thing. That
Yep,
helps
yeah,
you
that's
in the
fine.
moment.
Very sweet.
Alrighty. 18. Or 19. 19 stealth that. Okay. Okay. You all walk out. You continue down this staircase for a period of time, making as little noise as possible. As you walk down, maybe 5 feet or so, Lee, you turn and there is a hobbit-sized door. Everyone else, you're like crouching, squatting in this very thin corridor that was clearly designed for a half-oak in particular. So it's going to be real uncomfortable for the 3 of y'all.
I'm just gonna look to see if there's any. If it appears to be trapped or anything.
Roll me an investigation.
Guidance.
Thank you.
Goes up to the front.
D4. 16.
Not bad. You look over the door, and it doesn't seem to have any particular mechanisms for entrapment, but it is locked. The lock seems to be on your side. It has a deadbolt large lock, as well as a intricate system of padlock, or like a unique padlock, like a custom design, just latch there.
And I was just gonna say, like, if we need some lock picking, I am okay with that.
Some of these I have heard are a little defective. I can try and see if I can. Well, let me see. And I will put my ear a little close to the lock. See if I can figure it out.
Roll me a Thieves' Tools check utilizing Wisdom.
Oops, wrong one. Hold
Wisdom.
on. I didn't. Yep.
Yeah, he's listening.
Hold on.
Oh.
Okay, let me roll it now. That first one was. Oh.
Okay. Go
yeah.
ahead and roll.
Oh, it's the same. I just realized.
Your Wisdom and Dex are the same number. All right. You listen carefully as you twist through the different dials, and you hear a click, click, backward, click, click, forward, forward, click. It unlocks.
Take it
Good.
off.
This
Take up
little
my
guy
job.
seems to know what he's doing. To be fair, there's only one person in the party who's not proficient in Thieves' Tools, so.
But I got the herbalism kit.
You can make the shit out of some potions.
I can.
All right, I will open the door and
Alrighty.
watch us explode.
pull the latch, and you push the door, which is pretty heavy, as it like grinds against the stone itself, and you all hear a suction of air shoot through your corridor, and that trap door up top seems to get shut aggressively with the suction of air.
It's still silenced.
Yeah, but it does close.
Yikes.
You look forward.
Yep.
And this appears to be a fairly damp environment, all things considered. You are close to the Brockwater, so it's not that unimaginable that, below surface level areas would be moist. Because people think that. But you begin looking around, and it seems very well managed, clean. And you begin stepping forward, and as you do, 2 sconces on the side of you ignite immediately, illuminating the area.
Oh boy. This is
Well, that's handy.
smelling of magic. Do I know if this is like being done by somebody else, or is this, laid out like sort of just a little arcane thing that someone set up?
Roll me an Arcana.
I am awful at those.
Ooh.
Or I'm not.
21. Yeah. This appears to be a reaction to his foot, as if a magical sentry became alert of something and was told to lumen, as if this is a feature, not a bug.
Well, evidently someone's got some fancy kit here. We might want to tread carefully. And as we're if we're slightly moving forward, Ridge is just going to once again in everybody's heads. Please remember my request if we do happen to come across him.
You take another few steps, and every 10 feet or so, there's another set of sconces that illuminate for a total of 40 feet before you see that there is an arch door down here. Now, down here, the area is bigger than you would have presumed, but the arch doorway seems to be shut and locked.
I really quick just realized if I use thaumaturgy, can I cause the sconces to dim as if they were not activated?
You could dim them, but you can't snuff them.
Yeah, no, I can't snuff, but were they snuffed or were they dimmed before?
They are now ignite. Before they were unignite.
Before they were unignited, okay. What would happen if I just along the way just
Lower
pinch?
them? It dims.
No, as
Oh,
in
do
like
you reach your
if I
hand
just...
in there? There's no flame. It's
Oh. Crap. I don't got that.
magic.
It doesn't it just lets me brighten, dimmer, change color. Come on.
It's a cantrip.
You change the color to black.
I mean, prestidigitation, I think, is the one that lets you snuff it.
You mean the best spell ever? Yes.
I'm sorry, did you mispronounce minor illusion?
I did not. Anyways. Super bleach.
True strike.
Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. No. It's only allowed on Blade Singers. Nobody else. So, everybody, you approach over towards the door, which which does appear to be shut and locked. A double set of doors inside of an archway that looks very extravagant, and the wood itself is a deep red color. Gray, roll me a nature.
Nature. 8.
This appears to be a wooden door.
Interesting.
I investigate the door.
Please.
Be an investigation.
I was hoping
Or
to
Gray,
never
what
have
were
to
you
say
saying?
that.
If he's investigating, she'll let him investigate before saying it.
Sticks his head under the archway. Jiggles the handle. Yeah, doesn't seem trapped to you.
Oh God, is it locked?
Yes.
Flea, would you like to do the honors again?
Sure, especially since you checked to make sure there was no danger. All right, here we go.
What does your surface thoughts say, Flea? We're about to learn a lot about Flea, y'all.
Oh boy, I hope he's good at that.
Did I fail?
Oops, sleight of hand. Sorry, wrong one.
Do you feel like you failed, Rid?
You see, this is why this subclass is so complicated.
Nat 20.
Flea goes over to the door as you do that and pulls out a set of thieves' tools and click, click, click. It's open. I need each of you to give me a wisdom save.
It didn't look trapped.
Okay.
Oh, thank God it was the second roll. Okay.
19.
All right. As you do that, you see a pulse of blue energy ripple through the area, and Ridge collapse to the ground snore.
Wakey, wakey.
He doesn't wake up.
That would explain why he didn't. He's sleeping on the job.
Does the
I-
telepathy end when you go unconscious?
It does not. Wait, let me double check. I'll double check the consciousness thing. I was about to say it doesn't require.
Just let me know once you find it. What were you saying?
We'll do.
I will smack Ridge across the face with my palm. Attempt to wake him up.
Okay.
It doesn't even say that I can end it.
What's your strength modifier, Flea?
Oh, -2.
Okay. Ridge, you suffer 1 point of bludgeoning damage. But you're still...
I'm down. No.
Wow, that was quick.
Okay.
Granny, want to bury him?
I'm gonna try this.
All right.
I will get in real close and cast command. Wake.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save.
Does that work?
Can you roll a wisdom save or him?
Him.
Oh.
11. You fail. You were
That is the-
charmed into sleeping, and now you're charmed into waking up. And now your body's just confused.
Who says you need a high level of dispel magic? I have command.
Oh, wait. Dispel magic wouldn't dispel the effect, would it?
Yeah, you target
Oh, the
an
magical
effect.
effect. Oh shit! I already had I had dispel magic prepared. I
Right,
was
but
like,
hey,
fucking
command
people.
worked.
Command.
command
work.
And is
works.
much better.
This
I
is
love
a
that
charm
thinking.
effect, so it works.
And
One
it's a
charm
lower
plus 2
level
charms
spell.
equal no charms. Like,
And it's a lower level spell than dispel magic, so we're good.
like
Ugh.
bomb plus bomb equals no bombs.
Gray,
Hmm.
I think I'm good. We haven't been caught yet. You don't have to knock me out.
That wasn't me.
Oh.
Your cheek probably stings just a little.
Very tiny bit. Like you fell on it, probably.
I must have fallen pretty hard.
Here, and she'll like grab your forearm and like pull you up.
So now the door's open, and the only thing that was wasted was a first level spell slot. All right.
Damn. Remind me to use that later.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
you fell pretty hard. It looked like you landed on your cheek.
What's your surface?
Yeah.
I wonder if his cheek hurts.
Now, here's the question. How long before they're hearing each other's surface thoughts?
Oh, they're hearing each other's surface thoughts. It's just
So when are they going to figure it out?
that's up to them.
I think Gray's wisdom is pretty high, so I think that she would have figured that one out. It's just like, fuck is this?
I don't think Flea actually cares. Yes, he says stuff sometimes, but I don't think he really cares.
He's just so sassy. Flea is the sass in this part. He's just
He
owns
is.
that.
All right.
All right.
Well, shall we go forward?
Yeah, let's go.
We might
You all
want to keep our eyes out a little bit more.
You all step
Yes,
inside.
Please let us know if you see any more traps like that.
Understood. Always happy to take one for the team.
Sorry.
Okay then. As you all move inside, around. This appears to be a very lush, lovely office, with artificial lights, magical, in the ceiling to perpetrate the outside sky that you all see, or maybe a consistent scry on above the estate to an open sky that is beautiful. It's hard to tell which one it is. You look on either side of you, and there are these large bookshelves filled with blank tomes that none of you can know what they are unless you take them out and read them. As you move in here, there is another table. It looks like a miniature version of that table up top that you all were eating at. However, this one has paperwork at the head. It has a couple of books, ink, quill, pen. All of these objects placed there as if work was being conducted. And as you all step inside, the door behind you shut. Who's on the master?
Do I hear who's saying that? Or do I see who's saying that?
Roll me a perception check. Nope, you don't.
No, we were just looking for him.
Master doesn't like people to come into his home. These are his personal quarters. Supposed to add a request to speak.
You're absolutely right, but given I suspected prying ears amongst Spalding's staff, figured it might be just better to speak with him in a more private manner.
Roll me a deception check.
I will roll you a deception check, Ridge. Ridge will happily roll another D8 just in case. That's a 16 total.
Pioneers. You mean to suggest someone in our works quarters has betrayed the master's trust?
More like I've noticed there's a lot of mouths that don't seem to want to stay closed too easily. A place without any of their ears would be much more appreciated for this kind of work.
Oh, allow me to go get the master for you.
If I might ask, who are you? I'm having a little trouble. My eyesight's not what it used to be.
I'm not important. I just work for the master.
do I hear where this is coming from? Is it sounding omnipresent?
Your perception does not
Yeah.
discern where it is.
I will give it a go then.
Roll me a perception check.
Am I? It's disadvantage still, or am I good?
Oh no, it's a new day. You're good. The effect only lasts until the next day.
Perception. 18.
You have no idea where he is. Your passive would have caught it. Yeah.
Should have guided yourself.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I was anticipating it or not.
That's true.
Well, if you're deliberately looking for something, then you can deliberately guide it.
Oh.
yourself.
Did not realize that.
Yeah. It's when there is intent towards the roll, you can guide it beforehand. When it is catching you off guard, you're not always guidancing yourself every second of every day, because then you would be walking around looking like an idiot.
I mean, it is gray, but
Yeah.
If I might ask, is this the best place to see him without prying eyes, or is there another place he'd prefer to meet?
Master does not like to meet many people here, only the chosen guests. I recommend you all leave before suffering the consequences.
Fair enough. While we're talking, I would like to make another perception check to see if there's any other ways out of this room other than the door we came through.
Go for it.
Here we go. 14, and I can happily use another psychic die if I need to. I have 3 more.
Well, it would appear. I don't know. If you
All
want
right,
to
I'll
use your
use
die, go ahead.
Whew, okay, so 21.
The only way in or out is that door.
All right.
While they are talking, I am going to attempt to quickly grab a random book for my brother.
Sleight of hand check.
Oi! 14.
Okay. There's no reaction.
Well then, I guess we'll be leaving, and we'll go and I'll ask for someone to send for him if whenever he gets the chance. I apologize.
Don't
Wanted to.
I'll go get the master for you.
Oh,
On the
thank
far
you very
wall,
much.
you see a small flame ignite on top of one of the banisters here, and then you hear a locking sound on the outside of the door.
I thought you asked us to leave.
You hear from the other side of the door, "Not quite yet. He'll decide what to do with you." Pat, 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 pat.
hang on. I need to. Creature you can see. Damn it! Fuck!
I will attempt to. You know what? He's had good luck so far. Hey, Flea, you might want to see if this one can unlock too.
Yeah, let me see if I can get us out of here. Gray, wish me luck.
He gets a little pat on the head.
If
and
anyone's good
guidance.
at this, you can. Yeah. Have you done this kind of thing before, Ridge?
Once or twice. I figured you had a good thing going. Might as well
Okay.
keep it going.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
you can keep an eye on it as well and
Fair
assist
enough.
him.
Yeah, I will assist.
So, Flea, the lock is on the other side of the door, which
Okay.
makes this task near impossible. Unless you have something magical to assist you.
Can we see the other side of the door in any way?
Can you? All right. I want you to stand in front of a door and see the other side.
Is there any kind of cracks underneath it? Like, is it,
Smooth.
improperly
flush.
sealed? Okay, that's what I was checking.
Yeah.
Or windows, that kind of thing. Okay.
Oh no, this is secret.
Secret.
Secret tunnel.
Ionize.
Damn it. through the
All right.
mountain.
So
Flea, you're being assisted.
yeah, let's just. Okay.
Go ahead.
29.
Ooh.
Oh, plus wait, guidance.
Yeah, plus guidance.
Thirty-one.
31.
So, you get a small mirror. And you try to, like, angle it underneath the door where it cracks. And it gives you just enough of a sliver to see up where that lock was. You reach into your thieves' tools. Twist the ends together. Grab more thieves' tools, twisting the ends together. And you start fishing it like a hook through the top of the door. While Ridge does the same thing with his thieves' tools under the door. And both of you are trying to move the dial up and down from the other side of this door, while you are referencing that little sliver of glass, trying to get the right numbers. And after about 5 minutes or so of you two toying with this, click, it opened. The DC was 30.
Whew.
Told you it was near impossible to pull this off. Unlock a door
Near.
from the other side. Near impossible.
Yeah. Let's we should get out of here quickly.
I believe so.
And I think that we have ruined your chances of getting hired. So
You'd be surprised. If anything, we might impress for future jobs.
Let's I have an idea. We're gonna run quickly, but first let me do this. All right, I'm gonna use Pass Without Trace. God, I keep using my spells. I'm gonna use Pass Without Trace, and then I'm gonna go down into a smaller mouse and go inside Gray's robes.
Okay. Everybody stealth.
That Pass Without Trace is on us.
Yeah. Everybody
check.
stealth. Yeah. You got a plus 10.
Oh my god.
cool.
Yep.
Oops, I forgot to take that off. But 20.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, I wouldn't get advantage. Would I get advantage if I'm hiding out in her folds of her robe?
Not exactly. No.
Okay,
Or else
that's
you
fine.
you really wouldn't be helping them. But your average comes out to 21.
Okay.
Plus 10 to everybody. So like average is 21. You make your way over towards the other door, and the sconces illuminate again. Apparently, they only have like a 5-minute or so timer before they go out, and then they illuminate again as you're walking past. As you make it over to the other side, you see sitting on the stairs with like his leg up on one of the stairs and little bat-like wings behind him is an imp smoking what appears to be a rolled cigar. Hey guys.
Disembodied voice, I assume.
Gestures at you with the cigar. Y'all want one?
Not much of a smoker myself. What do you think? Think he'll be impressed with the line of work we might do?
He seemed more curious and upset than anything else. No, he's the boss.
Figured a little pre-interview process might, soften him up. I know with his line of work, he'd like that.
Quite possibly. Well, if all of y'all are making your grand escape, might as well do it now. I'm just
Fair
here
enough.
on my job.
Good for you. Because I would have banished you back to the abyss.
Excuse me, madame. I'm from hell.
It's all the
Thank you.
same.
Excuse me, West Virginia.
Oh, no. The difference between the two locations is Texas and New York.
I mean, yeah, but to Gray, it's you don't die when I put you down.
So it's all the
So
same.
it's all the same.
Might as well be from Shade, you dipshit.
Yeah.
He should know where to find us. We're not really running anywhere
I'm
to hide.
running, but
Gray runs up the stairs.
she's like,
Was that in
I'm
our head or
done."
out loud?
Out loud? She's like, nah, I'm out. I'm like, come on, flee.
You make it over to the pantry and shove it open where the door downstairs shuts. Suction between the two.
I'll Ridge will reach out his hand. Thanks so much for your time. I won't be running.
Shakes your hand. And of course, Flea, you and Gray push open the actual pantry door where you see the cook is back in there looking at you all strangely. Is that a secret passage? Cool.
Did you actually? Oh no. Ridge
You guys have been down there for 5 minutes. I mean, they're not that distracting.
Did Ridge hear this?
Yeah.
1 second, hang on.
Go for it. I like this guy. I don't want him to die.
Oh no, Grace first.
Command and
Yeah.
hush.
Ooh.
Is that
On
an
his-
instantaneous effect or is that a continual effect?
It is.
I want to say instantaneous because if you say like fall,
Duration
they
is
don't
1
stay.
round,
So yeah, then he'll only be silent for 6 seconds.
but still, just like. Excuse me. That's enough for us to get out of there, though.
Yeah. You run out into the front yard and I guess Dar's following you. Ridge, are you just casually walking past?
Pretty much, he'll actually pass and say, "I think if you want to keep this job and likely your life, yeah, I'd keep it on the down low." Fair enough. And he'll walk on out. Are you guys like running?
No, more
I'm
like,
in
I mean,
Gray's folds of her robe, so
she's
wherever she
not
goes.
like suspicious running, but definitely grandma in the mall power walking.
Like away from the estate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, crap! I don't want to separate the party. Damn it!
Gray's just like, you know what? We tried.
Ridge will at the very least reach out telepathically and just say, "Well, you don't have to go running off. I don't think he'll cause any trouble, especially with some ideas I have.
Listen, there's like a.
We could be profitable for him."
Like there's like just a string of curses and infernal. Listen, this is not what I want to be caught up in. We've got
I will then explain the jobs that he explained to me, one of them being finding somebody and him obviously having an array of people who can find us if we ran.
And Gray's like, there's a teenager who is the sister of one of our companions who is dying. And I don't want to spend any more time here than we have to. And this is going to be convoluted, and if they send anyone out after me, I will kill them and just be done with it.
Flea, even in your form, you can still telepathic.
Well, we can maybe Ridge, we leave him a note and just, you can say, "Hey, hope you like my skills. I got stealth skills and nunchuck skills." And
You and I have such similar mindsets. That was literally what I was gonna do.
and that we'll be back this way when we're done with our current task, looking, willing to first job half price or something.
I got skills for days.
Hey. Yeah, no, Rich will write out a note. All in thieves can't. Sort of saying, should I type it out to you later because it actually has specific information that wouldn't
just
be
type it out
beknownst to
me
them?
later.
Will do.
All right, Gray, give me a survival check. Let's see what side of the city you're leaving. Quick.
9. I'm just moving.
So the water's that way. You're going that way. And just
Yeah.
moving through the town and every other place. And you do hear, Gray, on the other side of the walkway that you are walking, like there's a home separating you from the other walkway, where you hear like the galloping of a slightly smaller horse. Yeah, I just gotta hurry back to the estate real quick. Just need to check up on something. Don't worry about it.
Was that the horse?
No.
Nope, that was the person riding it. That was Roadster.
Fuck.
But hey, you're going opposite directions, and he didn't seem to notice you. Pass Without Trace is still pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Passive's good. It's not insane.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but it's not insane. Like, y'all
Like
know,
Grace.
sometimes creatures have like a 26 passive.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was literally gonna make that joke. Damn it.
But anyways, so the two of you continue your way outwards, outside of the city, and you immediately enter into a very large set of farmlands that are separated by fences all the way around. I think she caught a bug.
Yep. I'm going to
With a chopstick.
take a nap. While she's doing this, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a short rest. I'm bored. Just taking me wherever.
Okay then. Okay
I've,
then.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
So yeah.
deal with my brother all the time. He carries me, and I just
Yeah,
cuddle
yeah,
in.
yeah,
And
yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
you
She's
leave
got
a note.
layers of robes, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's like a hammock.
Yeah.
Make your own special hammock. Ridge, you're leaving a letter and then slipping out?
Yeah, I'll hand it to. I assume there's a guard that guards the estate. I'll hand it over to him. He would not really see much information at all if he opened it. Like I said, it's all in Thieves' Cant. So
Yeah. Alrighty. So now go ahead and roll me a new stealth check, Ridge, because you have to escape.
woo. Not horrible, but I'm running
You
out
don't
of
have Pass
these.
Without Trace anymore.
I don't have Pass Without Trace anymore, and you know what? I'm doing it. You know what? No, I'm fine.
No?
Going for it.
Alright.
For a reason.
So, as you are walking casually out of the estate, acting very nonchalant, you see a stunted horse galloping towards you that seems to have Roadster on top of it, who slides to a halt, and he steps off in front of you holding his cane and his hat.
Roadster. I assume you got the message about me wanting to meet. Unfortunately, for the time being, I left you a note in a discreet manner with one of your guards. Rest assured, I'll be back this way soon.
Roll me a persuasion. You're not lying, are you?
No, not lying at all, actually.
Wait.
His intent is to actually come back. So yeah.
19. He looks you up and down a little bit. I'll be keeping tabs on you all.
Fair enough.
And next time you show up inside of my city, announce yourself.
We'll
Plenty
absolutely
of
do.
fields of daisy. And he looks around at the common folk of the town that are like, oh, hey, look, our most noble of diplomats is talking. And he looks at you and keeps walking.
Fair enough.
So,
He'll
you end up
kind of bow
heading
his head
out.
and head on over.
Yep. And you have to telepathically ping the two of them. Hey, where are you?
Yep, it's
Make
within a
him away
mile, so we're good.
downtown.
Walking fast.
Where is north? I don't know. I'm lost now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, it takes you a little bit to catch up to all of them. Okay, another curveball. I guess now we're leaving Avaloa.
Sorry, Joey, I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
I thought I was like combat, and I was like, no.
Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to fail, throw away the
I
plan.
expected the plan to fail, and that was before break where it failed, and then you guys did this, and it didn't fail.
And then we did another fail.
We're
And now
just
it's failing. So it's like an onion,
Yeah.
you see. There's just layers of what
Layers
you guys
of
are doing.
failure.
God,
Just
Onion
layers.
saga.
I think without Dar being here, we're actually gonna call the session. I think he is complete right now, so yeah, with only 3 people, it's kind of hard to keep anything going. But players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We're not going to be here for the next couple of weeks because I'll be on vacation, but we will see you next time. Bye.